All right, thanks so much for joining us on Morning Live Sport. Now, I mentioned it earlier, and Oralando Pirates have returned from their pre-season in Spain. They were there with their new head coach, Abdeslam Ouaddou, and they got a chance to see how this new team action and the new players got an early chance, in fact, to impress. So to talk about this pre-season, we also have seen on their social media the new kit. I know many of you have had some responses on our social media when we asked about what you thought about the kit. We have joined with us, or joining in studio with us, we have the Oralando Pirates family. To my left here, I have Thandi Merafe. She's our Oralando Pirates media officer. We also have on my right, Bob Maphosa. He's the Adidas football manager, and then you'll definitely recognize his face. We have Nkosinathi Sibisi, and he's an Oralando Pirates defender. So if you have any questions on our social media, please let me know. But we're going to kick off with why Spain? Because we all wanted to be with you guys in Marbella. We were looking at the footage. It was warm. You were having the time of your lives. Thandi, I'm going to start with you. Those are the questions. When I saw when the fans were announced and they were flying through, everyone was like, oh, I wish I could join the Oralando Pirates family. It's been, I think it's 3 seasons now that you guys have done the Spain tour. Is that correct?
That is correct. I think just first and foremost, good morning to you. Good morning to the viewers at home. And thank you for affording us this opportunity to come and showcase our new jersey for the 2025-2026 season. Marbella, Spain. I think our management has done quite well in terms of planning and managing the team, as it were, in terms of playing personnel, technical personnel, and looking at and finding the best possible conditions for our pre-season. And we've gone to Spain for the past 3 seasons because the conditions there are conducive to high intensity training, the humidity, the heat. The guys will, Nkosinathi will tell you when you get to him, it's just insanely hot. And for us coming from our winter chasing summer in Spain, it sounds like fun, it sounds like we're on holiday, but the sheer amount of work is incredible. It's an opportunity for the new players coming in and the new technical staff and the coach to get to know his team. So it's a proper bonding session, but a bonding session that comes from hard work, grit, having to look at yourselves and see where we are realistically in terms of our fitness, our game plan, our approach to the game, and what needs to be fixed. And the type of opposition that we come across, international opposition at that, is the highest possible quality that we can hope for in terms of measuring ourselves. And that, I think that is why the start of the season has always been successful for us. We've managed to win the MTN8 trophy, which normally is the start of the of the season or the first competition for the season, and we've won it because we come back from Spain in optimal condition for the competition. So we're hoping that you will be able, as the defending champions, I might add, that you'll be able to defend our trophy because we've put in the work, we've done all, we've dotted our I's and crossed our T's, basically. So and now we're here in the New Jersey, our call to arms. This is our armor. This is our armor for the season. And, I'm happy with the work. We all are. I think the partnership with Adidas speaks for itself. They make sure that we're always properly catered, best looking team in the country. In terms of just kitwear and just the overall style of Amapagania. With the black, it just signifies our history, our color, our heritage. It's a strong statement that we know who we are, we're proud of who we are, we're staying in the bold black, and and you saw the ad. It's Maphosa said it's in the bones, and our call to our war chant, our call to action is that get the jersey.
You can tell that she is the spokesperson
it's in the bones.
of Oralando Pirates, Bob. I mean, she just spoke about, the new kit and what was the inspiration design-wise, and are there any new technical, inputs into this particular kit for the players?
Yes, I think thank you so much, and good morning to the viewers at home. I think for us, definitely from a technology setup, we have remained the same. It's a chemical kind of material. Sweat, obviously, it does allow the guys when they sweat, and it kind of obviously takes the sweat down and not be sticky on the body, so that they keep obviously light and obviously continue playing through. But for us, I think as for the home jersey, we've remained true to the black and white of the Orlando Pirates colors.
And the design inspiration with the away jersey?
We have obviously on the away jersey, that's where we obviously have explored. I don't know how many people know that there is a Joburg flag out there. This is coming from a design inspiration from the old Joburg flag. And that's how it's kind of been obviously taken through from a design space. And there is obviously mentioned that in motion, that jersey kind of obviously picks up the hype, the rhythm of the city, or obviously type of activities around. For us, yes, we have sent this, obviously people might have seen imagery, but today we are announcing the availability of these jerseys at all major retail stores. They are available as from today.
Okay.
And they come in men's, women, and kids.
I saw that you announced it on your social media. They're retailing at about 1,300 Rand, is that correct?
1,299 for the men's jersey.
Perfect.
So, yes.
And then, Nkosinathi, I have to quickly squeeze in time. How was Spain? How was the camp? The results for you, I mean, it was sort of a motley bag of results. In fact, let me look at those quickly because the losses and the draws were important learning lessons for you. Apart from that, the single win, I think you take more from where you're drawing and where you're losing versus Bolton Wanderers. That was initially starting off with the loss and then the 2 draws and then ending off on a high with the win. What did you make of the entire camp?
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to you, Stacey, and good morning to the viewers as well. You know, it's been a fruitful pre-season for us. You know, it's been one to remember. We have a new coach, we have new players, and, you know, for us it was just to create a bond, you know, to create that family bond and obviously to work hard, you know, because we know if we give our best during pre-season, we get to reap the rewards during in-season. So for us, it was about learning, you know, how the coach wants us to play and, you know, take it from there. And I think with the results during pre-season, they don't really count that much. But it's for us to prepare for the upcoming season.
It's about learning, right?
It's about learning, you know. And I think one of our biggest Achilles heel was set pieces last season. And unfortunately, the game that we lost, the first game, we lost through set pieces. So I think it's one of the aspects we really have to work hard on and to keep on growing.
How's the squad feeling? You achieved such great things under Rivera, and then Ouaddou is coming in and he's reminding you that you have continuity. For example, in these Spain pre-season trips, there was a lot of changes in the transfer aspect as well. But give us a sense from your perspective as a player, what is the squad feeling? Yeah, no, the squad feeling is we've had some great additions, you know, to name a few. Apollos, we have Sipombole, you know, whom I think will bring pedigree, you know, to the team and add to the quality that we already have. And it's really nice to have fresh faces and for the club to have fresh players, you know, to have another type of ideas, you know, because I think during the past 3 seasons, the league has been our Achilles heel as well. So we're trying by all means to go for every single competition that we compete in, and you know, the mood is really great within the camp, and hopefully it's going to be one to remember. Thandi, before I let you guys go, many questions have been arising around how much was really spent. Orlando Pirates did go on a spending spree. The rumored amount was 80 million Rand. It's investment. I don't think it's something that people should look at as just the cost. But give us a sense also of the insight, what coach was going after, what the entire club and team was going after in this transfer market.
I think...
or transfer season, rather.
Transfer season. I think the history of the club, the pedigree of the club, being the best. When you play for Orlando Pirates, when you are part of the Orlando Pirates family, there is no mandate that gets given to the coach or the players when they come in, because it's implied. We are the best. We want to be the best. We want to continue being the best. That's why we're the first to get the Champions League star by conquering Africa in '95, and want to continue in that vein. And we came quite close last season, and this season we'll continue with that pursuit. So it's not about how much money we spend. It's about understanding the value of the brand, understanding the magnitude of the brand. We're more than just a football club. We're an institution. There's so many elements that make up the Orlando Pirates family. And I think for all of us that are part of this great family, we understand that we need to do our absolute best to represent the club with pride and dignity and part of that for our management is to acquire the best possible team without looking at the price tag.
Well, we love that you came into studio. I know our viewers love it. They always ask for it, that you come and you share your journey with us. I think next time, take us to Spain. Come on, Thandi, take us with. You know, the Morning Live viewers want to see the behind the scenes there, but thank you so much for coming into studio and joining us so early. We've been chatting to Thandi Merafe. She is the Orlando Pirates media officer. We also have Bob Maphosa. He's the Adidas football manager, and then you know his familiar face. We did have Nkosinathi Sibisi with us. We have been saying that you can comment on our social media, even though our question wasn't related to this particular story. Please let me know what you think about the new kit and Spain. I'd love to look at your comments a bit later on in the show. That's it for us for now. We'll see you in a short while. Do stay tuned. Leanne and Sakina are standing ready with our news reports.